We often hear the context of don't take shortcuts in life. In this context is whether you may cheat, or maybe you want to find an easy way out in life, or you just want to find things that is comfortable for yourself. The three dangers tonight, the three dangers of taking shortcuts tonight that I'd like to share with you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. Tonight, I'd like to share with you the 3 dangers of taking shortcuts. It's been 13 years I've been taking shortcuts and I'm really getting tired of it. It's very tiring, and the hardest thing is to acknowledge that I love to take shortcuts. A few days ago, I had an epiphany moment when I was in my room. And that moment struck me with these 3 questions. The first question is, do I care about my reputation? The second question is, do I care about my relationship with others whenever I take shortcuts? And finally, do I care about my self-esteem? Now let me share with you the 3 dangers of taking shortcuts. Before I answer those questions of myself, I would like to share with you the 3 dangers of taking shortcuts. The first would be, taking shortcuts will harm your reputation. In what way? When you take shortcuts, people realize that you're trying to downsize a system that you're not supposed to. I'll give you an example. When you take a shortcut, when a company takes a shortcut, for example, a recent news from a Chinese company known as Huawei, they are trying to sell their phone very hard. And this phone known as Nova 3, they basically advertise, and the person was holding as if the picture was taken from a phone, but the picture was taken with camera. So when they try to advertise it, and it leaked into the social media that someone took a photo of the camera as well as the person as if he's holding a phone. So that creates a bad reputation. That creates misleading information that you don't trust that company anymore. So the first danger that I'd like to share with you is it creates trust issues and it harms your reputation. The second would be, danger that I'd like to share with you all is, how does it harm your relationship with others? When you take shortcut, you started to disrespect a person or a system. Let me share with you an example. How do you see this? In school, for example, whenever we are lazy, it's often that we try to refer to our friends. We try to copy our homework from our friends whenever we are lazy. There are some of us. I'm not saying this. I mean that as a student, some of us might go through this process. And that is one way of disrespecting the system, or better the system, which is a school, and the school is involving with teachers and as well as your parents. So you basically disrespect your parents and as well as disrespecting the school and teachers. Now, what I'm trying to say over here is, when you start to disrespect, you start to harm your relationship with that system or the people around you, because that system has implement a good core values. For example, in school, we teach to be honest, we teach to be hardworking, so that we can be a better person in our life. And finally, the third point that I'd like to share is, does it harm our self-esteem? Yes, it does. When you try to take a shortcut in life, you're deteriorating your self-esteem, and deteriorating your self-esteem has devastating consequences. It creates loneliness, it creates anxiety, and as well as it creates things that you don't want Basically, it creates anxiety and loneliness. Let me share with you one example. When you start to, for example, you start to cheat in exam, you don't feel good. You won't feel like you want to continue doing something for the next 2 exams because you know that you didn't put your real effort. You feel like you just want to get through over this. And that anxiety slowly builds up within your mind, and eventually you try to take another shortcut again. So the anxiety builds up non-stop until the point that you have a very low esteem, that you cannot acknowledge yourself that you did this exam very well. You won't have this opportunity to share with others that you say that, hey, I did my exam very well, or I worked for this. You'll just be very quiet. You try to stay away from people because you basically cheated an exam. Now, to answer the 3 moment questions that I had personally, do I care about my reputation? Yes, I do. Do I care about my relationship with others? Yes, I do. Recently, this is something recent. And finally, do I care about my self-esteem? Yes, I do. In this speech, I would like to end with, don't take shortcuts in life because it can harm you more than anything else. It harms your reputation, it harms your relationship with others, or the system that is given to you. And finally, it creates low self-esteem. And this is something that is very important that we have to remember. So what I'm trying to tell you is, don't take shortcuts. And that's all from me, and back to you.